sensational showing in the win. Knocked out 5 hits, including 2 home runs.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Number 75, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So up next, Random. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
No, that's
well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
No, that's too high.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. In the air, left side, Laureano coming on. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. Tag, not in time. He's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Aiden Miller now at the plate. Brandon, the runner at third. Hayes over at second with 1 down. And now the runner breaks for the plate. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Runner from third in to score. And they lead by 2. Back at target field, new inning getting started. Random stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making...
Oh, that got him on the mound. His throw is not in time, an infield single. And they'll go back to check on the right-hander now. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's Trey Turner. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and misses. 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Brings it in. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Up next to Philadelphia, the right fielder, number 21, Austin.
1 down, runner at third. And now it's Austin Hayes.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit!
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Aiden Miller stands in for the Phillies. Right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, but a run comes across.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Justin Crawford.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
The shortstop, Brooks Lee.
Here's a high chopper. Over to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back in Minnesota, we go to the top of the fifth. Random stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball there. Random measures 5 feet 10 inches, 23 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's outside. Ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ball.
Just missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And a payoff pitch. High fly ball, right field. Wallner takes it in for the out. And there's one away. First and second, one out. Random digs in now. This one in the air, center field. Martin settles underneath it. 2 away. One out, runner at second. Luke Keeschel will hit next. Man at second. Nice grab. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Random with some solid production in the win. Singled and drew a walk in this one.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
One down. And now for the Phillies, Random.
Oh, and a 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Sends it to first. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Swing and a foul out of play. 0-1. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Way to square it up. Great job.
The batter, number 7.
Trey Turner at the plate. Oh, and 2 now. There goes the runner in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Man at second. He boots it.
Right here.
And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle
3-0 now. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Austin Hayes. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Huge strikeout there. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws the first in time as they escape. 2 on, 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 75.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And the 1-0. High fly ball out to left field. Martin under it. And that is that. And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in, roll into third. Here's the tag, they're done, and that's the inning. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one fouled off. The 1-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Brandon digs in. He's up against an 85-plus rated arm, which basically means good luck.
Yeah, Boog, if he reaches base here, somebody better start checking for controller cheats.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Brooks Lee, the next to hit. That's to third, and that's a base hit coming home. The winning run crosses misses the plate, and the Twins walk it off in extra innings. 6-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Number 75, ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Random stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ground ball.
Dig.
Fires in time.
The batter, the third baseman.
Random, 23 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it. And there's one away. Random stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot singing. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. His 22nd homer of the year, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. He knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Random locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. So 2 down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. To third.
That ball's foul.
And foul ball. Brandon really stood out in this win. Had only one hit, but made it count with a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. Random getting ready to hit.
Number 75.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Random matched a homer in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Marcy on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Carrying well. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags in second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the fly out.
Nope.
In the air to left center. Marcy should have this one. And there's one down. No outs. Runner at first. Random will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
Ball, that's outside.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Two-0. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And they close the gap. It's 8-6.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And the 0-1. Hit slowly on the ground. There's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Random stepping in. A base hit here could shift the vibe. They're just one swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, Boog, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the slider just misses.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. See you later. his second home run of the game, and we are all tied up.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Randall locks in, ducks on the pond, and this guy's got a flair for the dramatic. They might want to cue up the slow-mo replay in the truck.
Yeah, Blue, the only thing missing is the movie soundtrack. Let's see if he delivers the Hollywood ending.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. First and second. 2 outs. Javier Sanoja digs in now. 2 on, 2 outs. And a bunt towards third. Barehand grab over to first. He's safe. On with a bunt single. Randall stepping in now. It's clutch time, Singy. Go-ahead run sitting out there begging to be driven in.
Yeah, it sounds easier said than done, but he's just got to lock in and trust the process. One clean swing could change this ball game.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 out, runner at second. Here's George Springer. He gets there on a slide. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the
So runner at second, 2 down. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. The winning run on second base. Base hit! Around third. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
Got it right there.
Down, and that ends the inning. Wow. Back here at Lone Depot Park. On to extra innings. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Runner takes off for third. Chopped out towards short.
Yeah, on the tag.
They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Randall steps in, late game opportunity right here, Siggy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boog. You stay in the moment and deliver.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Here deep into extra innings. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it is out of here. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they've rallied from 4 back. It's 11-9.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Randall had a sensational showing in the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in the game.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic.